What's up, everyone? It's Erica B with the Change Project, and I'm putting this message out today because I've had so many uniquely awesome conversations with a variety of different business leaders in the last couple of weeks. Some that are just looking to understand me, my mission with the Change Project, some that want to become prospective sponsors for the workforce development program that I do with our youth, some that want to hire me to come in and bring value internally to their people and not only help raise their potential collectively, but really kind of unify people and get them to a place where they keep seeing that ceiling of potential kind of go up and up. And I've been simmering on this lingering question that I keep getting asked, like, what led you to starting the Change Project? What is it that is really kind of calling you for your mission? And, you know, I think at large, especially having just had another group of students graduate from this workforce development training course, I think that we're all deep down craving the opportunity to be appreciated and understood. And we all want to get to this place where we can live a life where we feel like we can wake up every day, feel fulfillment, feel satisfaction, feel accomplishment. But we weren't given a roadmap, right? Like that wasn't handed to us, you know, outside of the womb, whether it be for parents or leaders. And there's a lot of great leaders that know how to lead from their heart, and sometimes the ways in which that we learn and grow is definitely from a variety of different sources, right? There's so many cool things out there today, but besides books, right, there's podcasts and, you know, certainly my own experience. I feel like I got spoiled right from getting into the workforce out of college in a company that was very rich in personal and professional development. I think I've read every Ken Blanchard book that existed in my early 20s. And there's a lot of really cool stats that are out there that share a lot about when you are in alignment with what you naturally do best, what your unique strengths are, your curiosities, your interests, your skills. There's so many areas in which that becomes enhanced. From Sean Aker has a stat out where, you know, increases of 31% in productivity. You experience 125% less burnout. Their organizations get to enjoy 44% higher levels of retention. And when you think about this, it only creates other things, your creativity, innovation, and even increase in sales. And when you think about how we perform at our highest level, if we're in an environment that doesn't serve us, maybe for my instance, myself, if I'm not surrounded by positive people, or people that really encourage and inspire me, then I don't perform at my highest level, especially if there's negativity around me. If I have positivity in my top 5 strengths, there's a reason why my soul has been drained when I've been in environments like that. So whether I'm working with our youth or I'm working with adults, the message is very similar. And it comes from this place is, how do we understand what our unique strengths are? How do we learn how to solve problems with people? I mean, I use this problem-solving formula that I got from the Authentic Life Skills course that I got certified to facilitate with my boys all of the time. And it helps create less stress and more happiness in our household because they're different human beings. They're not always going to get each other. And when we sit down and we go through this whole formula. It's like, hey, you know, what happened? What'd you understand? You know, how can we diffuse these emotions? Our emotions are beasts, right? And they all kind of start with like these crazy thoughts that we have inside. And if we're not consistently planting new seeds of thought and realizing that, you know, we are in control of creating our own reality. And we can do that by you know, learning different things, but learning how to apply them in life. And I think that if there's one observation I've been able to witness, especially now having my 3rd cohort of students graduate from this workforce development course, when I see them measure themselves in all of these different areas that the course covers in the beginning, and then where they end up. I mean, this last cohort enjoyed 64% collective combined increase in growth in all of the stats on paper. But when you look at some of their final shares, they gain confidence, they gain a sense of self-respect, their inner worthiness and value just grew and grew and grew and grew because they're starting to go, okay, I was shy and I was fearing other people's judgment, but now I realize like I'm supposed to be me. And I need to figure out how to cultivate that. And when you think about organizations, the biggest request that I get a lot, especially doing whether it be leadership or team development, is, and I really need people to understand each other. I need them to really build connectivity, not just offer value and be great customer service for their clients, but internally, they're customers too, right? I mean, we don't, especially if there's huge generational gaps, there's a lot of things that become mystified. And if you're not learning about, well, what makes me different? How can I understand how I process information so that I'm not telling Johnny down the lane, like, hurry up, man, well, maybe he's someone that takes a lot of time. He's a researcher, he studies, but you make quick decisions. So if you're getting angry about that, that's diminishing their performance, and it's diminishing the connectivity that the team can have collectively. So whether you're looking to really improve that going into 2020, I'd love to engage, or maybe you really want to do something to get involved in influencing positive change in our community. You want to help partner with me to impact more of the lives of our youth. I've got another course that's starting next week. Of course, I'd love to have even more students become impacted by that. It's entirely driven by sponsorships from businesses. So whether you have an interest in wanting to get involved in this next cohort coming up, or you want to strategize about how you're spending your marketing and sponsorship dollars going into 2020, I'd love to visit with you. I'd love to talk about the passion that I have for driving change, not just talking about it, but really closing that soft skills gap now with our youth, because they are our future talent. You think about some of the challenges that we face today in businesses is because these are things that we were taught growing up. I mean, I didn't know how to handle emotional ups and downs, but now I have tools and resources to get me there. And at the end of the day, I, like anyone else, I just want to wake up and feel excited to be alive, excited to be a mom. And a part of that excitement comes from learning how to be more effective at it. And if I can be more effective as a business owner, as a parent, as a community member, then not only am I going to be happier, but I'm going to keep seeing my own ceiling of potential go up and up and up. And everyone else around is going to be like, what? Like, what are you doing, Erica? Some of it is simple, but it's not really until you practice it where you create change in your life that is impactful, it's meaningful, it's significant. And I think that that's, at the end of the day, what we're aching for, right? We've got that desire to love and receive love, but how can we give it to each other without it seeming courting sometimes, right? Anyway, please check us out at thechangeproject.us. If you'd like to explore partnering, I invite you to contact me 602-214-2787 or email me at info@thechangeproject.us. You want to drive change with me, I look forward to it. There's a lot of amazing human beings doing that in our community, and it's going to take a lot more. So anyway, peace out. Enjoy a great rest of your day. And I look forward to the opportunity to sprinkle some love and positivity in your world. So